So with that, we're going to rotate into a little bit of quality of life here, and also welcome our newest guest to the couch, Lermy.
Hey.
Yeah, welcome, Lermy. You should have seen it. It was horrifying. About 12 seconds ago, that couch ate Clumsy, so that was scary. Glad you were brave enough to sit there, though. So we have a little bit of quality of life, AJ, if you want to go through that.
I'm jealous. You got to be over there watching the feedback while we were doing the nerfs. How's it looking? Are people happy out there?
Yeah, I think it's honestly a really exciting patch, and I'm hoping that everyone's going to get a chance to experience like all of the new shifts that are going to come from all of the nerfs, especially.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we'll see a lot of new gods rise to the top, new items, new builds, new strategies.
I'm going
and that's gonna
Erlang
be the biggest
ADC.
exciting part for me.
So incredible.
Awesome. I know we don't have any Twitch chat. I don't have my Twitter feed up. You know, I feel I'm blind. I'm lost. I need to hear what the people want. I'm going to have to wait until the show's over. All right, first we got some quality of life things to go over, though. First thing, I just want to reassure everyone that our team is working on the server connectivity issues.
Of course.
We've been still working to mitigate some of the resulting issues from an attack we had last week. We do have a significant performance fix going live with this 9.4 update.
Yeah.
But we're going to be continually monitoring that up through that. It is a high priority for us, but this is a very new type of challenge we've experienced here in this last week, and we do apologize and thank you for bearing with us. Improvements are on the way and shipping with the 9.4 patch.
Yeah.
In a more fun announcement, we have
Shinto, which one of us is supposed to kill that Erlang Shen, by the way?
Mastered, being Jade Emperor being god number 120, so
Yeah.
that will be an exciting thing to
Yeah,
get.
are you supposed to kill him or am I
Make
supposed
sure
to
you
kill
master
him?
that god to get that
Shinto,
avatar.
I don't think either
We
of us
also
are
have
going
some
to
really
kill him.
nice quality of life updates to the
I don't
jungle.
think either of us are going to
Yeah.
kill him.
Shout outs to our Olympians and people who are always advocating for improvements on that mode.
Giving us that
So we do
feedback,
have a new area that'll be classified as the jungle. So
This
areas
is
where the
gonna
god bots
run.
are, the fire giant, the gold fury, and the buff camps will now be considered jungle volume.
cool.
So you can use items like protector of the jungle that will actually apply there now. We also added a button spawner in the Tower and Phoenix area to spawn a Titan. So you can fight and scrim against the Titan. And we also added some HUD health bars.
Yeah,
Those are
Sunder
the
might
ones
be
you normally
necessary,
see
yeah.
in a game when you enter a boss
Sunder
area.
could
There's
be
an
good.
additional pop-up health bar that
Yeah.
comes up. That'll also now work in jungle practice. And the final quality of life announcement I have is that we are now in 9.4. We did talk about this a little bit previously, but we hadn't executed it yet. But in 9.4, we will start rotating the viewer store every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As opposed to 4 weeks. That means you'll have twice as many looks at different skins to spend those free viewer points you earn on. But it also means that they will be there for a shorter number of times. So if you want that skin, make sure you get your
on
points
it,
or,
yeah.
or get ahead of it, because essentially so now going forward, every launch day there'll be new viewer point skins, and then every bonus day
yeah.
also new viewer point skins. We also have a lot of bug fixes. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but
Yeah.
please check the patch notes, check those out. Kitten of Doom helped me write these up, and she's just been working so hard verifying all those from QA team and getting them through the system. So please check them out. We have quick shout out to our Olympians for helping us fix a large amount of localization
Olympians.
issues in the Spanish language client of Smite, as well as some custom games, God Builder fixes, UI fixes, and gods and items. So definitely check those out.
So many things. Yeah, that document is living and breathing.
Can we fix
I
the,
look at it and then
Amazon
I'll like,
Prime
take a
claim
sip of
thingy?
water and look back.
I wanna
and
get
there's
my
like
Uller
15
skin,
new
please.
things and comments and questions. So super great. A lot of info there. Love to see all of that. And that kind of goes to our quality of life. I'm excited now to hop into something that y'all were aware of a while ago, and we're finally getting into the game in 9.4, and that is the Streamer Showdown. If y'all recall, Season 9 began with a little competition that we hosted with Nexus called the Season 9 Streamer Showdown, where we gave streamers the opportunity to earn in-game cosmetic items for being amazing content creators, for rallying their communities. And this is the update in which you're going to see those things come into the game. So I'm going to go through the different winners here, and we'll kind of show off a little bit. So third place winner was Incon. So congratulations to Incon. He'll be getting an announcer pack in-game for coming in third place. A huge triumph because there were a lot of talented people there. Second place, you're going to see Weekend with a global emote coming into the game. So that's as well very exciting. Going to have the emote or the global emote live in game with 9.4. And of course, we have our first place winner, Rexy, who did an amazing job, really rallied their community. It was incredible to watch. And Rexy is going to have several things in game. You're going to have an announcer pack, a ward, and an emote bundle, all available for Rexy. An incredible amount of effort came from these creators. Absolutely excited to see all of the hard work they did. And all of these will be claimable for free with update 9.4. Each of them has their own unique mission tied to it. So when you get in game, you'll see, hey, I got a couple new missions, and I'm going to get some really, really awesome community-centric swag that I get to show off and support my community with starting in 9.4. So again, huge shout out to Incon Weekend and Rexy for all of their amazing work and how hard they pushed themselves and rallied their communities for this competition. Super excited to see all of their content live in 9.4. So make sure you get them. Super excited. Again, I love shouting out our community because we love our community immensely. So now we're getting into some of our skins, one of my favorite sections of the show. I love getting to see all these new skins. I really don't see them a whole lot before this, so it's always amazing and surprising. And let's dive right in with a DLC for Zeus coming out with 9.4. This DLC will include the amazing new skin Almighty Archon Zeus, which is absolutely glorious. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Archon line, one of our most popular lines of skins, and I love the Almighty throw, which is a little reference to one of Zeus's oldest skins.
Yeah.
Now he has got an Almighty Archon instead of just this old Almighty skin, which is it's quite old. But this is the opposite of that. This is cutting edge beauty and tech, and it is extremely clean and smooth. And I was like, I remember when Aggro joined the team, and I was like, yo, check this out. I got to show you this before it comes out. And he was like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up to date with the memes too, pondering the orb there in the card art.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Zeus always ponders the orb. He does it in his base card art as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He's been pondering the orb before orbs were even pondered.
Dude, true.
That's cool.
OG Orb Ponderer. So an absolutely amazing skin, and
Just
super
in time
excited
for
about
the
it. I
nerf.
love that that magical back floating ring thing with the wings on it. I don't know what to call it, but it's absolutely incredible.
It's an angel. It's a biblically accurate angel.
It is.
Obviously.
Obviously. We're always biblically accurate. All right, let's hear the voice line.
I sense dark forces corrupting this realm. To me, my angels, we must eliminate all traces of evil at once.
That sounds like a great voice line to play before assembling like an Archon team, a skin-wide team, and then
Can you build a full Archon team yet?
You've got to be really close.
Yeah,
Or you probably
have
can
to
build an
be.
angel team, but you might have we got Ra and Zeus now, so that's too many
There's
mages.
Umoja as well.
Yeah, there's Thanatos, the original.
It's a good troll arena pick, if nothing else. So really
we're
aesthetically
doing that
pleasing.
later.
So this will be again a DLC available. It will come with 400 gems and the Stormbringer avatar. So make sure y'all are looking out for that. Next up, we have the psychedelic chest with the Magic Dragon Tiamat. So I'm excited to see. Oh, look at how
Oh,
good that
she's
looks.
meditating. That's cute.
Yeah.
Does this one launch on 420, or is it? Oh, it's the day
It's
before.
419.
Yeah,
so
419.
very
Close
close.
enough. Close enough.
Yeah. So
Those of you who celebrate at midnight or 4:20 a.m. you know.
exactly. For no particular reason, obviously.
But really, something different with Tiamat that takes it. It's still cool looking, right?
Oh,
And it still has a lot of
wow.
detail because we did the cuter skin, but I really like how this has the fairy dragon style. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
an archetype you've seen across many different games and RPGs, but it's something we've talked about a long time on the Smite team, and I feel like they nailed it with this one. The colors, the butterfly
Oh my
wings,
gosh,
the
yeah.
psychedelic colors, she has a cool, sleek look to her. You know, she doesn't really look like cute or silly, but she just looks cool.
Yeah, like pure elegance and like the changing colors, the like RGB
Yeah.
fins are incredible.
RGB fins.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a gamer.
She's a gamer
Pro
dragon.
gamer. So one thing that I have to shout out, or a couple things to shout out, because I'm trying to talk to our artists who do all this hard work and stuff. And this has a really cool VXG.
That's
from what I hear
crazy.
that
Yeah, it looks like
causes
some
even
Avatar
more,
skin right there.
Incredible glowing. So make sure y'all check that out in game. And there's also been some adjustments to the sound to make it sound a little more trippy, but also based in nature. It's something that's hard to describe, but is amazing to hear in game. And I guess let's start out by hearing the voice line.
Isn't Avatar 2
Let's
supposed to come
spread
out?
some peace and love
It's to come out like
and awesomeness.
this year?
And awesomeness. I use that word too often, I've been told, so I'm all about it, and we'll be using the skin on Tuesday next week. Hoo-hoo! So super exciting, super excited for this because pro RGB gamer life. Next up, actually some more skins from the Heavenly Light event, which I'm super excited to show off. And we'll start with Shadow Bloom Persephone.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness. This is a sick entry into the shadow line of skins with
Yeah.
all the forest spirits, and she's got all her plants and her skeletal forest friend. Oh, that's gonna look sick.
That is so sick.
A little
Dang.
darker take down that. We've been going more positive characters, more like good.
Smite's
aligned
our
characters
team,
than Shadow Spirits. This one's got a little
carrying
bit
the
more of a
game for
darkness
years.
to it.
Yeah, the like wooden skull flowers definitely does throw that dark twist into it for sure.
A little creepy.
Yeah,
but
those flowers are
still
creepy.
cool.
Ooh, and it looks so. I love the contrast
All
of
these
that
skins look
like
the
bright
same.
blue
They're
against the dark
themed skins.
undertone.
Okay, I mean,
It's such an amazing look.
they're themed
Great
skins.
game.
So they will look
Yeah,
similar
right.
to
Her
other.
hair is so nice.
skins of
Wait,
similar
can I
themes.
do my hair like that? Like, someone teach me how to do that, please.
That is super incredible. And
That's
of course,
really nice.
as always, a lot of hard work goes into this, and we're excited to see it in game because just all of the different animations that this character has. I can't wait to see the ult. That ult is always such a powerful
really
presence
cool.
when it's flying at you. So let's hear the voice line.
I sense the forest is in pain. I will catch these intruders and expel them at once.
Definitely a little evil, but like,
She's protecting her forest.
a little
yeah,
bit
okay,
evil.
she's protecting
It's
her,
your
her,
fault.
her forest and her flowers. So don't go stepping on her flowers or you'll be having some problems.
Yeah, true. I hear they bite back. That's the rumor I hear anyway. So next up in the Heavenly Light event is another skin that I'm just so excited about. Croc Father Sobek.
Oh my goodness,
Croc
this one is
Oh.
just, I mean, do I
Hey.
even have to say anything? Look at how he's just got all the swag.
Yeah.
You gotta
Chat,
have
I
a meme
skin
skin every now
Guardians
and then,
have the
and
best
this one has
skins.
been
Guardians.
more of
Guardians
an
are so
internal
cool.
meme than,
A little
than
bit.
a community meme, but just getting Sobek just
Guardians
dressed up
have
and
the
making him a
best
crime
skins,
boss
man.
to go along with Dansborough and Kuzenbo just felt really fitting for him.
So sick.
And here he is.
Let's
with
see it in
his
game.
Very nice fashion. He's got some jewelry going on, his sunglasses, his hat.
That's a
you know.
Swaggy jacket almost.
he's
It
chilling.
almost looks
Yeah,
like the
that's a
Swaggy
Croc
jacket.
living his best life, 100%. I don't know how else to say it. And look at it, he's got his friends along with him. They
Those
look-
are
We
his
need a
henchmen?
steal his look post for
Oh
this
my
official
God,
Smite
yes.
game. Where can I buy that outfit,
True.
Andy? I need to know.
yeah, if anybody wants to throw that at us, or we'll get it out as
Just
well.
someone needs to track down Anatoly for where we get that outfit.
Yeah. Look at the drip.
God damn.
good.
Oh my gosh. He's got the drip. He's
I'm a
absolutely got the
Sobek
drip.
main.
That jacket is incredible.
Okay, someone needs to make that jacket though, because come on, the gold on the back with the croc, that's so
Nice.
sick.
I would wear that. If I knew how to make things, I
love
would
it.
wear that on the update show.
I love it.
Next update show.
I like those pants with that subtle pattern.
Swag
like,
bag?
that's
Yeah,
my
that would be
style.
a sick name for it.
I think I could pull those off.
Swag bag.
Truly a croc that knows what's going on in life.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh. All right, let's hear the Croc's voice line.
Everyone wants to be a part of my gang. You think you got what it takes?
That's good.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I definitely don't got what it takes. But is that all right? I need the rotation to go one more time. It looks like that's a giant switchblade almost. Like it kind of has that handle. That
Gucci
maybe I'm wrong,
pants.
but it looked very switchblade.
No, it's got that feel to it.
Yeah,
for
a
sure.
little bit,
It's
okay.
supposed to have a crime boss inspiration, you know. So
Yeah.
that would make sense.
So also, I wonder how hard it is to get a pair of pants tailored with a Croc tail hole.
It doesn't
Anyway,
look like he tailored it at all.
yeah, true. He just made it work.
They all got to be custom tailored, which he would do anyway because he's that swag.
Exactly. So again, this skin is about the money, and our design team definitely put that influence in. So you'll see that if you play this in game. Next up is Honorable Machina Tier, another Heavenly Light skin. Oh, that's so good. The jade is immaculate.
Very
Yes.
new type of armor set. Like you mentioned, the jade, which is funny that it's coming out with the jade
Right.
patch. I
Had
don't
to
think that
laugh.
was intentional.
Had to laugh there.
We have this ancient mech type of theme that we kind of ideated ourselves here at Hi-Res Studios that includes a lot of more fantasy and stone and metal that doesn't feel as futuristic. And man, Tyr he's got a really big silhouette with a lot of places to show off cool armor, which
Yeah.
works really well for this skin.
Yeah, that is absolutely sick. I love
Jesus,
the
yeah.
contrast, by the way, of those like nice pops of the bright yellowy orange. It's like a perfect
aqua
complement
green.
there to that like jade, bluish green kind of metal popping out of there. That's so sick.
I feel like it's a very big new twist on the ancient mech line, which they don't usually have as much color in there. It's usually a little bit more stone metal
Yeah.
feel, but then we really brought the
it's
color
jade?
alive in this one, and
Oh.
I do not regret it at
It's
all.
teal.
Yeah, I'm here for this. That's great.
Kind of
From
gives me an
the lost
aqua
hand
feel,
to
bro. I
the
don't
orb
know.
and the sword. You're totally right.
don't
It
think
just-
it's
it really
pure
draws
jade
your
or pure
eyes to all
teal.
these focal points, and it's really great to look
I'm gonna
at.
go with aqua green.
Let's hear the voice line.
Let the ancients lead us to victory.
Nope, not funny.
Yeah, not funny. Not haha.
Only
rabbit
you
tier.
tier mains. will get
Teal
that
is
one.
definitely lighter than this, bro, and more
All
bright.
right, so the last of the new skins coming out in 9.4 with the Heavenly Light event is going to be Bionic Demon.
I mean, it's great. It's gradient though.
This is
It's
a brand
different.
new
It's
theme, new
you know
style,
different shades.
higher tier skin. This is a big one.
What the heck? What god is this?
Well, he's got he's got some new anim sets, some other
Yeah.
some new things added on. But really, what this is kind of a mech demon hybrid.
Cherno.
Which is
Think they make a
incredible.
skin
The
for
two most
hunters.
popular themes in Smite.
That's
Put 'em
Gilgamesh.
together.
That's Gilgamesh.
God,
How
that
did we
is
not think of
horrifying.
this
Holy
sooner?
crap,
He's
that's
just
sick.
got chainsaws on chainsaws on chainsaws. And can I say, for playing this skin in playtest, his auto attack sound is perhaps the most satisfying sound I have heard in game. It's got the like revving of the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
so good.
Just in time for the nerf.
And
He looks great, and he feels great to play. Confirmed
That's so
by
sick.
Lermy. You know that's a high review right there.
Yeah,
from her.
that is high remarks, and I
Demon
can
Bell
definitely
with the
follow up
demon
with what you
skin,
said
yes,
about
sir.
those sounds, because the sound team they told me, they're like, listen, we cannot stress enough how excited
skin
we
of the
were
patch so
to really
far.
work in those chainsaw sounds to make it as
I mean,
appealing and
Father
kind of
Beck's
rough,
pretty good
They
too,
wanted
but
that,
I like
that
this one better.
gritty chainsaw.
This
like,
thing is- this
demon
skin is
mech noises,
insane.
and they really did that, and really worked hard for
So
it.
he's got an entirely new dropkick ability animation, and an entirely new intro for God Lobby and entering into the game.
That's exactly right.
That is dope. I
That
love
skin
when they do
is
that.
You might see
absolutely bananas.
those extra appendages come in for the drop kick. Might propel him forward to kick you even harder in the face.
Oh,
So
well, he's got him. He's got to use him.
exactly right. They're not there for nothing. Let's go ahead and hear the voice line.
Sometimes you just can't choose if you want to impale your foes or blast them away with missiles. I can do both.
It's good.
That's a man confident in his
Do I
ability.
see
to
in my
rip you
nightmares? It
asunder.
really is.
In various
certainly will.
ways.
He's Gilgamesh. He knows he can do it all.
True. It's well
A
practiced.
few more nerfs there, buddy, and we'll see if you're still that confident.
Yeah, true. We'll see if you still have that much life in your, I don't know, voice lines. So that's going to be it for 9.4 regular update. Now, because we're in this new schedule, the way it's working with bonus updates is brand new, we're actually going to move ahead and show off the 9.4 bonus skins. So these are going to be live a little bit later, May 3rd. Obviously not next week with the original update. But we wanted to go ahead and show them off to y'all. You know, we have a lot of cool stuff, and I mean, I missed my chance to show off Goose Yorm here on the show, and I'm not going to happen again because all of these skins that we make are fantastic. So these are more Heavenly Light event skins.
Show me the
Coming
Jade
out
Emperor.
with 9.4 bonus again, May 3rd, and
Oh,
the
my
first of
legs
which
hurt
is going to
so
be
bad.
Haunted Nightmare Chernobog.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. This is like my
Let me see it
favorite
in game.
theme
I don't know how I
ever.
feel about it
We
just
need to put
yet.
Out there. We need to make more of this
Let me
because
see it in
right
game.
here,
Yeah.
I'm playing Chernobog for this.
Death Knights. Yeah, very fitting to Chernobog, and I love that we get to show everything here at once. You
The
know,
Lich King.
You'll be able to see on the patch notes
Oh,
what's going to come out later,
shit.
what's going to come out right away. But
Damn.
ooh, look at those wing effects.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Okay.
So sick.
Cherno
little
main.
souls
Yeah,
flying
so
through there.
alive. Yeah.
Cherno main.
The
Holy
Chernobog wasn't like
smokes.
scary enough. That's just a theme
That
that he
is
does so well with,
insane.
is kind of any aspect of horror, regardless of how it's approached. He really fits it so well.
I like the armor a lot. I like how they were able to keep him feeling light and lean and agile, even though he's like fully armored like a knight. He still feels like, you know, he can move.
Yeah.
He can dip, duck, dive, dodge like Chernobog loves to do. He's going to be out there looking good on the battlefield.
Wow.
He's got the 3 S's that make a cool skin, at least in my mind.
Lich
He's got
King
the
vibes for
skulls,
sure.
the spikes, and the souls.
Wow. You heard that.
It looks way
three
better
S's
than the
of
card
God
art.
Design.
I like it.
You learned it here first. So
Way
let's
better
hear
than the
voice
card
line.
art.
This battlefield is missing something. Perhaps all it needs is a little carnage to feel complete.
Yep.
Missing a little carnage, but it looks like he has it in droves. So super
Incredible.
excited for that. The second skin coming in the 9.4 bonus Heavenly Light event release will be the Demon Puncher Mercury skin.
Okay, second favorite theme. Very, very close.
Very
very,
good.
very close. I love that we're making this like canon of like this school of demon hunters between like the Circuit and the Bologna. Like that is
Morrigan.
just and Morrigan
Yeah.
too is the teacher. That's
yeah.
so fun.
And now it's finally time to introduce the male god into that lineup.
He's the bad boy.
So heavy anime inspiration here, but
It
with
look like his card art.
some demon-acquired power-ups attached to his arms, and you can see that even built into his anatomy a little bit, his face. So maybe he's using a bit of the power of the demons against them.
Bro,
right?
you
The
stop
defense
shaking
of
your
the
booty,
Dark Knights,
bro.
You got to learn,
Please.
You got to learn your opponent. in order to take them down.
Yeah, he's punching the demons, so
Yeah.
clearly he knows what's
Oh, we
up.
did a Mulan skin that I think was kind of in this
Oh,
theme too, but she was
true.
more like a true villain as opposed
the
to one of
booty shake.
Yeah, she
the
was
classmates.
students,
corrupted
yeah.
by
Yeah,
him,
which was
yeah.
cool.
Instead of the puncher of the demons. So
So go out there with Mercury, play it against the Mulan skin for full thematic effect.
yeah, and maximum demon punching. And another cool thing
I like
about
his-
this,
I
and,
like his
I
gauntlets
love
a
this
lot.
note. Somebody specifically came up and said, they're like,
like
listen,
gauntlets a lot.
this is just an example of how our designers are always looking for the chance to sneak a guitar or guitar sounds into Smite. And that's something that you're going to see with some of the audio with this particular skin, which is I'm super excited for because I love when they do that.
Mercury is just such a fun god. You can kind of do some over the top stuff
Yeah.
like that, and it just feels perfect for him because he's already so over the top. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a great entire presentation when it all comes together.
Super excited for it. Let's hear the voice line.
Join the hunt? Well, you better not slow me down.
Voice is good.
Personal kid.
Yeah, he's the bad boy. That's right.
I've already beaten you.
Yeah.
Very edgy. All right, so the final skin coming in the 9-4 bonus update is going to be part of the old one's chest, and this is Abyssal Slayer Onhur.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
That's scary.
Mercury, come punch, please.
Took the Cthulhu factor and turned it up to 11 here, and Honor is just a great god for making
see how it looks in
crazy,
game.
creepy monsters. Like
Yeah.
we did the Oni demon, the last one, which was really different, really unique.
Yeah.
So just
That
finding
spear
that,
looks
we
like
can
it's
do
gonna be
some really cool
crazy.
stuff with this god. So he's a unique silhouette and body type. So you got the big ol'
Holy
eye, the
shit.
tentacles, the jowls,
He's
the,
so
the
creepy.
spikes, the jaws, and yeah, he's pretty spooky out there.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Not enough eyes, I don't think, you know?
Were those eyes on his knees?
Yeah, he's got eyes.
He has like thigh eyes.
We made the Zeus skin where his whole head was just an eye.
True,
I
love
mean, this
that.
is pretty
guys,
close
I
to
don't know,
that,
babe.
right? That
I
is
might
one
still have
big
to
ol'
play
eye.
the
I
Olympian.
feel like since we did Cthulhu, our whole like
Might still have to play
Dark
the Olympian
Eldritch
skin.
scenes have just keep going up in quality because the whole team
Yeah.
is just like, oh yeah, we know the assignment now. We're just gonna
Yeah,
go
his
far with
feet.
it.
What
That's
the hell?
awesome.
What's
Yeah,
wrong
I'm
with
gonna
his
give them an
feet?
A+ for that one.
Yeah, I'm excited for the day that we get to the point
feet
where
so
the
swollen.
skin is just an eyeball. That's it, just one eyeball. So yeah, let's hear the voice line.
His feet are so awkward. I can't stop looking at his toes.
So many potent minds. I will enjoy bending each and every one of them until they break.
Got a lot of villains in this batch.
Yeah, I was about to say, Demon Puncher Mercury has his work cut out for
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna be busy.
Yeah, true. Lot o' punching to do. So yeah, that is going to be the last skin for the 9-4 bonus update. Again, that'll be coming
Show
out.
us the new
That's
god.
not next week's patch. That's not next Tuesday. That'll be in May, I believe, May 3rd. So keep an eye out for that. You can look at all those skins on the 9-4 update notes. There's no more bonus blogs. It'll be on update notes, so you can check out all of that there. And just super cool stuff. A lot of really cool stuff. So now, of course, is the time for us to get to the big thing, the exciting new thing, our new god, Huang. Check out this.
Huang. Here we go.
For eons, I have governed heaven and earth. Man or god, each is heard. Their anger,
Your new main Cheeto right here.
their pain, and in their time of need, I rise. So when the day comes that they ascend to the heavens, the rewards that await are not of silver or gold, but jade.
All right. Huang. The Jade Emperor.
How exciting! Oh,
So crazy.
tingles every time. So Huang, a brand new addition to Smite, joining the battleground again. Only 1 week. Next Tuesday. I mean, less than a week. That's 6 days. That's
That is
incredible.
So soon.
So super excited to talk about this. Super excited to get into it. I mean, let's just start off by talking about Huang. What was kind of the inspiration behind this choice?
Well, I'll start with a little bit, and then I'll let Lermy explain some more. This is a god that's just been very highly requested from the Smite
yeah.
community for a long time. He's often considered the leader of the entire Chinese pantheon. He kind of crosses into multiple different mythologies. Between there's kind of Chinese folklore. There's also more Taoism, which we lean into a lot with this kit, which is really cool. It's a kind of entirely new mythology for us to explore. And the Jade Emperor is often seen as the the supreme sovereign, the leader of all of those gods. So definitely something we wanted to.
Oh,
bring
there's
about to the game.
mitigation in his
We
kit.
haven't had a mage since Morgan Le Fay last year. We've had every other class since then, actually.
June or July. I
So
think, yeah.
it was due for that time for Huang, and he's got a really interesting kit and a lot of interesting mythology. So Lermy can go ahead and give you a little bit more on his lore background as well as the goals for the general gameplay of the kit before we go and show off the kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so quick rundown. Yu Huang was born into a noble family. He was a very benevolent guy. He would go around and make sure that everyone was doing okay, making sure that everyone was taken care of in his community. And so eventually he basically wanted to see how he could do more. And so one of the ways to do that was he needed to get attuned
That's you?
with Bao.
You're-
And so Bao was basically kind
never
of thought
see
of
if I'm
as,
okay
like, the
or-
energy of the universe, how the balance of nature and man kind of interact with each other. And so he spent millions of years, millennia, meditating and getting attuned to the Tao to be able to, get some more power, basically. So as soon as he felt like he was ready, he basically left his meditation and then gained what is called golden immortality. So this basically is what created him as his godly status. And then after that, he basically was up in heaven doing a lot of good things for people. But eventually, this big bad demon lord came around, but the gods were not strong enough to defeat him. So Yu Huang once again needed to go back into meditation, complete 3,200 trials. That is 3,200 trials. And each of these trials, again, took millennia. So this guy took
Billions.
a very, very long time to gain all of this power. But once he was finally complete, he had ascended to this status as the Jade Emperor. He came back, vanquished the demons, and basically saved the Chinese pantheon. So they all kind of collectively thought that he should become the emperor, the great sovereign. So again, that's kind of just how he attained that status. And then from
Dang.
then on out, he became
Just
in
gotta
charge of
meditate
heaven
to gain power.
and had a lot of
Stupid
really
sub running
interesting
out in shot.
interactions with a lot of the Smite castles
Mecca?
already
Thank
in
you.
the game. You'll see referenced
What
in
the
his voice
heck?
lines in some way. So there's a lot of really
Monk
fun,
ass.
small little details that you'll see here and there with a little bit of his character.
I feel like the theme of this patch show is how much incredible information there is. And
Yeah, I'm playing
just
Smite
so
after the
cool,
patch.
you know?
I'm gonna have
I
to
know a
restart
little
my
bit
stream, though,
about
so I
Yu
can
Huang
create a
going into
VOD.
this, but the story, that's an incredible amount of time to spend meditating. I can barely wait for a burrito in the microwave. So this is amazing. Like, I love the look, the presentation, the lore is there. Do y'all want to hop in game and look at the kit?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the big point of
That's what everyone's
seeing
here to
him.
see.
Yeah, that's what we're ready
here
for.
to see. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, but if we're looking at
Oh.
him, how he's looking here, we
First, the
definitely were
presentation, though.
inspired a lot by very traditional Chinese emperors and how they presented themselves. So we did, have a little bit of a back and forth between should we go a little bit more fantasy, a little bit more realistic. We eventually decided, okay, a little bit more fantasy feels right for Smite. So again, we still have a lot of references.
He looks very
to really
divine.
legal things and
Oh, yeah.
other like emperor status
He looks-
items. For
he
instance, one
looks
of the
godly.
biggest, items that you'll see is his very special crown, which is called Mian.
Okay.
It has 12 beads on it, and so that is a very important number to emperors. It is basically representative of the 12 symbols of the emperor, so that can range from like dragons and phoenixes to other smaller natural things. And of course, you've got to check out
Damn,
this
those
humongous,
fingers, yeah.
beautiful
So-
jade back piece, which
That is so amazing.
That's
it,
cool.
it perfectly symbolizes the balance between yin and yang, between the phoenix on the bottom there, and on the top we've got the dragon.
That's
And
cool.
that just really shows how the emperor is in complete
Always pay so much
control
attention to
of,
detail with their
Dao
god
and making
releases.
Sure that
Really cool.
He is just ready to go at a moment's notice.
I want that back piece, like, as a center, on the set, a centerpiece on the, that's so beautiful.
That would be sick. That would be really sick.
That's incredible.
So he's got the kind of the floating walk style, which we've used in a few gods like Hera and Thoth.
Yeah.
It felt very fitting to him. We didn't really want him running. It's not very emperor-like.
Yeah.
The beads also on his crown are symbolic of keeping them still.
Yeah.
Is to show the calm and grace of an emperor, whereas if he were to be hastily moving or clumsily moving, they would be shaking all over the place.
Yeah.
But they stay nice and gentle and smooth. And he moves that way as well. Very magical and very uplifting with his abilities, inspiring to his teammates, and kind of a mage kit that rewards you for patience a little bit to
Yes,
kind
for
of
sure.
really dial into the meditation themes of his lore. Any more general things to add before we go ahead and just do the full show?
Show us
Yeah,
the
I
kit.
guess just be ready for some references to a lot of the
She
small
does mage
things
then.
within his lore, like again the phoenix.
That passive
and the
looks like it
dragons.
helps
You'll be
teammates.
seeing some of them
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
All right, well then let's see the kit.
Let's do it. Run the kit.
Nashito style. What the?
That is so awesome. God.
It's all coming together.
Fighting alongside
Did
the
he ult?
dragon.
So
Yeah.
many things happen. Yeah, right. The dragon's presence is incredible. All right, so many things happen there.
Well, I don't even know
let's
what
start
just
to break it
happened.
Down, just starting with the basic attack. Let's start right at the beginning.
Yeah, so the basic attacks are pretty normal. He's actually manifesting his Dao into these like fiery, magical projectiles that he's shooting out. So there's not a whole lot going on with those that is especially special until we start getting into the passive, and that's where things get interesting.
Well, then let's get into the passive.
Oh yeah, the
Let's not keep
passive's not even
waiting.
Right,
charged
so
yet.
as you can see there, right above his character portrait, he does have this passive
Oh.
meter, and so you can see that it's lighting up a little bit. We'll get into those specifics of what it does, but you can see that jade segment popped off on the side there. That's how
Yeah.
you know your passive is ready to go. So Yu Huang's passive is called Master of the Dao, and so how that works is you've got 12 segments in this passive meter.
Yeah.
Once you hit 6 segments,
can't
which
read
you can
all
gain
that.
and
Is
lose
that
Dao by
quickly?
doing various things. Your abilities and basic attacks become attuned. He becomes attuned to the Dao. So there's a lot of different effects that you'll see throughout the kit that change whether or not you are attuned. And the first one of those effects has to do with his basic attacks. So if you are ever over 6 Dao, your basic attacks will chain once to the nearest enemy. And they do reduce damage to that second
That's so
enemy.
awesome.
But
Cool.
it's pretty good for lane clear, pretty good
Yeah.
for jungle clear. It's just a nice little spicy
Jungle
thing to add
clear?
to his basic attacks. And this happens
Panatom?
whenever
New
you're
gun?
over 6 Dao. And it does not cost any Dao. to
Actually,
use these.
that could be this could be a mage ADC.
It's awesome that it works on both like enemy players, but also on the jungle cam.
Map
lane,
change
yeah.
spoiler.
That-
Harpies
that's
are
awesome.
different. Harpies are different.
So
Alert.
to go
Mid
into a little
harpies
bit more
are
how you actually
different.
Gain this Dao.
Do
There
it.
are 2 ways to gain it through your
Mid
passive,
harpies
and
are
then a couple
different.
other ways throughout his kit. But the first way is you just get one every 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, you will see that he will get
Alert,
one more
alert,
Dao.
alert.
The second way is if you take a look at the passive meter, there's a nice big jade emblem in the middle. You can see it's glowing right now.
Yeah.
But if you hit someone or you are hit, it goes off. You only get 1 Dao though if you hit someone from out of combat. So if you're not fighting anyone for 3 seconds, you haven't hit or been hit within 3 seconds, you will get 1 more Dao.
Okay. Cool. So it's kind of a resource management, kind of something you have to watch out for and pay attention to. And I'm sure that'll affect other abilities. So let's get right into them with ability 1, Flames of the Phoenix.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting take on a poke tool. This is a brand new shape. Never seen the shape before.
Ooh.
It's got an X and a circle. So you can see here with this targeter, the first thing that's going to
Jesus.
happen is where all
An
those
X and a
arrows
circle,
are
but
on
this
the
brings me
X,
back to
you're going to
preschool.
have cinders spawn there, and those are going to be pretty nice pillars of flame. They're going to all collide together in the center.
That's
And when that
cool. That's
happens,
actually
there's a
really
big
cool.
Explosion, and then a field of fire right in that center circle area.
And the symbol of the phoenix.
And the Phoenix, I was about to say.
That actually
Pops up
looks
right
like a
in the
really
center.
cool ability.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that actually lets you know when the ability is attuned. So if you were to ever
Really?
get above 6 Dao, when you fire it, an enemy will know that it has been attuned when you see that Phoenix. So normally, no Phoenix attuned, there is a Phoenix in there.
Got
and
it.
to kind of talk a little bit more about how the damage is broken down on this one, if you get hit by the projectile of the cinders coming to the center, that's a little bit of damage. There's an explosion coming from when all of them collide, and then there's a burn coming from that
It's a
field
very
of
cool
flames.
ability.
And if you're attuned, you'll also have your magical protections reduced.
Yes, so if you step into that
Of
explosion,
course.
the explosion damage is what is actually doing the protection reduction. If you are just in the burn and you don't get hit by that initial explosion, your protections are just the same.
Got it. Yeah, and it consumes your Dao to hit them with. That's awesome.
Yes, so every ability that does take Dao takes 6 Dao. So you'll always know that you can do at least 2 abilities if
Yeah.
you're at full. There are, again, still more ways to get back Dao. So if you happen to be weaving in basic attacks, staying in and out of combat, and doing those kind of actions, you can get to, 3 abilities enhanced during a fight. It just really depends on the player that's going to be doing it and how well
Yeah.
they've mastered attuning to the Dao.
I
lot
love
of
when
Dao.
the theme of the actual
Dao,
god
Dao,
plays
Dao.
in the kit so much, and that'll be really cool to see both in those really heated team fights where you're just gonna have to choose what 2 abilities do I want to use my Dao on, but also and the poke game, because you can really be concise about when you throw your auto attacks and you use that Dao to play into maybe poking your opponent.
All right, that was a lot of time on one
Brace
ability.
yourself, take your time.
Next one.
Reset, build that Dao back up before the next fight. You're going to be a lot more effective than if you just come in there.
Yeah. So really, I mean, again, have to exercise that patience, that emperor-like patience.
Well, ability 2 is going to make you also want to be patient if you're going to want to get its full effects.
Well, let's get into ability 2, Dao Cultivation.
So in this one, this is really the biggest point where you can gain the most Dao at once. So Dao Cultivation is basically a charging ability, and the longer that you stay in it, the more Dao that you get up to a cap. So you can see there the target is grayed out, and once it gets colored in, that's when you've gotten your first Dao. But there's a lot of nice visual and audio sound effects that are going to be coming in to let you know when you've gained your cap of 6 Dao per ability cast. You can see actually in his passive meter that the slots start filling up red.
Yeah.
So that starts showing you how much Dao you will gain when you fire it. You cannot get any Dao unless you fire it.
That's so cool.
So for instance, if you were to get canceled out of it, you wouldn't lose the cooldown, wouldn't lose the mana.
Cancel the ability, he's gaining Dao.
But you can fire it early. You don't have to sit there and wait for the Dao to gain all the way up to 6.
That's
You can
pretty
fire
cool
it
ability.
early. There is a slight bit of reduced damage if you fire it too early though, so you want to make sure you're holding on to it for just the right amount of time before sending it off.
Yeah.
You fire it before 1 second, you're going to get the reduction. If you wait the full 3 seconds, that's when you get all the Dao. Or you can just keep it charged and just kind of hold it for the right time.
Exactly.
And then this
He's
ability
got
is
full
going to do
Dao.
damage in the
He's got
center
full Dao, watch
narrow
out.
projectile area.
That's so
Then
funny.
the projectile itself, its wake of energy explodes out, causing a second effective damage in a wider area and rooting the gods in the air.
That's a really cool ability.
This is also what his primary CC ability.
Yes, he's got a slow on the center rectangle, and on the outside is a root. So really the slow is just there to help you guarantee the root. If you hit that really thin skill shot,
Oh, it
you will
roots.
almost certainly guarantee the root unless they're on the very edge of the outer rectangle.
Yeah. And again, I love Jade as a look, it's just so pleasing to me personally, and the amount of it that's worked into these abilities. I mean, the green in that.
Hurry is
center
now
projectile
playing
before it
Core
erupts
Keeper.
is just so.
Wait, is
pleasing.
that for my-
That is such an aesthetic ability.
Is that from my end,
all
or is that
utility
from
and
theirs?
amazing usage aside, I just looking at it. Somebody will hit.
Damn it, I thought it was
"Oh,
from
that hurt,"
theirs.
but was also
That way it's from mine, right?
So.
The next ability, which we kind of foreshadow as a unique a movement ability, is very different. It has a very different feel, very different look. It handles very differently than pretty much anything we've done in Smite before.
Yeah, and it's definitely one that stands out from the others. That's ability 3, Celestial Flight. So let's see some Celestial Flight.
Yes, so in this ability, Huang's actually going to be calling down, I guess calling up the Pearl Dragon from
Becoming
beneath him.
untargetable.
And this use of the Pearl Dragon is actually really interesting as it ties into his lore because there's a very popular story about the 4 dragons of
thank you so much.
the rivers in Chinese mythos and how they came to be. So this is like that origin story kind of mixed in here. So the Pearl Dragon was really the first
such a
dragon
cool
to call
ability,
upon
bro.
the Emperor when the people were thirsty in need of water. There was a big drought. And so the Pearl Dragon went to the Jade Emperor and said, hey, you know, we need water for the people. And the Jade Emperor said, okay, well, I can get to that soon. I have a lot of other imperial duties that I have to get to. But eventually the dragons just went and did it themselves, and Huang was not too pleased with them going over his imperial authority. So to punish them, he basically changed the 4 dragons into the 4 major Chinese rivers.
Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Well,
so the one that we
welcome
have
to the
featured in the game is the Pearl Dragon of the Pearl River.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at that. I mean, the Pearl Dragon coming out of the ground, lifting him straight on up
That's
and
so
coming
cool.
on down as well. So what you're seeing here is the attuned effect of this ability, where the Pearl Dragon
he's
actually comes
attuned.
back down with you and kind of swoops around there on the ground and knocks people away.
What this is actually a slow-moving self-banish and untargetability. So it's kind of like a juke more than a leap. You get a relatively long window of untargetability and CC immunity, but you don't really gain that much extra distance or speed.
Yeah.
You cannot
He's got
use this
the
to get
Dao.
over
He's
walls.
gonna hover
You
forever.
can use it to escape player maybe.
That's a really cool
And
ability.
then upon landing, he's going to deal bonus damage, just damage in that circle, and with the attuned effect, you're going to get damage and a knock.
You can see that knock up right there.
yeah.
And
was-
another
that's
small
more of a
piece of info
knockback.
That's actually super cool about this ability is if you're up in the air, you're actually able to refire it by pressing the button again or by left clicking to go down faster. So you have complete control of how much time you spend in the air, whether that's the max amount, whether that's the minimum amount, or somewhere in between. Whenever you need to
He's
get
pretty
back
cool,
down,
yeah.
you're going to be able to.
Yeah, that's awesome for both control and, you know, if you're using this offensively or defensively, right?
Let's
If
see
you're
his
trying
ult.
to, you know, use some Dow, get that knock up, then you can really just rain down on your enemies. But if you're like, all right, I got to get out of here, Odin just put up a wall, you can just kind of glide right over and enjoy the max duration of that immunity. That's really, really cool to see. And just that, again, very aesthetically pleasing. That dragon animation is so
It is really
such a
aesthetically
powerful
pleasing.
piece of
It's nice.
imagery that, I don't know, it's just, like you said, a very unique ability.
Yeah, definitely a little bit less of a movement ability and more of a
Show us the ult.
play
Yeah.
safety ability like you'd see out of like.
Nah, I don't think he
Chalmers
can
or
jump over
Robinson.
walls.
It's definitely going to be used in that way.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see
It's
how
a
used
banish,
because,
so-
again, just such a powerful ability even just to look at. So that moves us, of course, to.
Oh, they just said again? Oh, okay,
super
never mind then.
Excited about us getting a closer look at this. Ult is called Dueling Dragons.
And that they do. When you use his ultimate ability,
See,
Huang summons the
and
Pearl
summon the
Dragon
Pearl Dragon
once
to
more,
oppose
but
me.
he also
Menace.
creates a dragon out of his own Dao. So you'll see here how there's two different
There's the
dragons.
word
The
again
one
that-
that's next to him is made out of this beautiful jade energy. It's shining and sparkling.
What?
It's gorgeous. The art team absolutely knocked it out of the park with this thing. I am so impressed with how that visually looks. But yeah, you got your two dragon buddies. And
That's cool.
you basically have a hinged line targeter. So how this works is the faraway dragon from you, the Pearl Dragon, doesn't actually move, but what you can do is you can aim the line in different directions, and yeah, just, I mean, look at that.
That's amazing.
That's so sick.
Mushu, is that you?
Like power stance.
Yeah, right. The sparkling effect is incredible too. Just
I
that,
mean-
that shimmering.
The profile of the dragons too, like that is just awesome. And you can see here they're gonna crash together, and then a big explosion at the end.
Oh, that's cool. They kind of like fade as they finish their fight. That's awesome. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so if you're hit with this ability on either line, you will get pushed to the center, wherever that center may be. So you'll see there that circle. is
Oh,
where it'll
that's
end
really
up,
cool.
And that
Holy
circle's not always
smokes.
there. So if you are spread apart or you pull the lines too far apart, they do have a max distance that each of them go, but you start pretty well within it. So if you want that extra explosion damage, you can have it, but you're not
Wow.
stuck to
That's very
that,
cool ability.
like straight line that you have. You can always turn around, move around, do whatever you need to do, and make one really long line of push if you absolutely wanted to.
That's really awesome.
So you can push people toward him and push away from
Dude, that
him.
back dragon is
we've
so
always
far
wanted to
away.
expand
Like,
the
look at that.
ability to spawn
You can make some
some
really
pros.
unexpected plays
Yeah.
with
We've
that.
never really done that before, so here you can get this ultimate. You get a lot of either long-range poke or potentially even some control. You could, kind of pluck someone out of the
Yeah.
opposing lineup if you hit it well. You can also use it to peel for yourself. So if someone's right up on your face, and you need to get some space.
This has a lot of playmaking
It's
potential.
going to take that extra explode damage as well. And it's like, can also kind of function as just a ranged
I
skill
probably
shot
gotta play this god on my
where
team.
You have some very interesting angles on it that you don't normally get on
Yeah.
a mage.
Yeah, as we're showing up here, one of the ways that a lot of playtesters have been using it is to push their opponent out of their tower. So if you're hiding into the tower against Huang, you better be ready for this one.
Right, you aren't safe there. You do have a significant amount of time where the dragon will spawn before it can fire, so if go ahead and move perpendicularly to him to try to
So
evade it,
Shito.
Yeah.
you can certainly do that. There's a lot of reactivity time. But we give Jade Emperor a little bit of time here where he can choose where he's aiming it, but it will force him to refire. You cannot cancel this.
Yeah.
Once you enter the state, you're going to shoot it. So it's just up to you to make that count in the time you have before the
cool.
ability completes the ability.
Yeah, so the one last thing to talk about with this ability is what happens when it's attuned. So
Oh,
when you
attuned,
call
how
your
could we
attuned
forget?
and uses Dueling Dragons.
Yeah.
How could we
he
forget?
gets to have a wider projectile, so the path of the
Oh,
dragon, the dragon's fake
shit.
dragon is wider, and pretty significantly so. So if you would like to push more people, hit more people with this,
Jesus.
then by all means make
That's
sure to
thick.
attune it before you use it, and get to fighting.
So the attunement from the passive can affect the basic attacks, the 1, the 3, and the 4, and the 2 is alternate.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't fight yet. I need
Consume
more
it,
down.
firing this as well. Everything gets consumed and
I mean, you could just use your two out of the base, right? And then just
Yeah, it's all part
Stack
of
up your
the
Dow,
strategy,
and you're
like
just
you
ready to
said,
go.
3 ways to gain it, 3 ways to use it.
That's incredible too. Just to see that utility throughout the entire kit, it gives you so much to work with, so many different ways you can handle using Thou for attuning your abilities. Like,
Look
like,
how thick that line
I'm
is.
excited to see this in team fights because, pluck a backliner with this, or shoot, you could even just throw it out there and push a tank off to the side. You have a clear shot at their damage. It's just so many
that
different
ability is
ways
so cool. That's my favorite ability.
it's going to be incredible to see this. And I love seeing the community take somebody with as many options available to them as this new god here, and Yu Huang, and make up new plays. And you know, I think we're going to see a lot of that with this. Oh, that's incredible.
I'm just so excited to see what we can do with this god. This has been a really awesome experience for me, having the ability to design such an awesome god for it to be my first one. Like, I can't even express like how
Good job, Lermy.
insane this turned
Well
out.
done.
Like, the art team nailed it, the programming team nailed it, the tech art team. I mean, I could name countless people that helped with this process to make Yu Huang come out as smoothly and as awesome as he did, to be frank. I mean, this guy is just sick. I will be playing him a lot when he comes out.
It's a really magical moment to see your first god design come to life. I mean, so magical that some people even wear a sweatshirt that has that god on it forever. So, wait, are we have voice packs or recolor skins or something to show?
Yeah, we have some recolor skins we can look at.
Warrior
But
player
I mean,
Ajax, warrior player.
Congratulations, that is super exciting. I know there are so many people that work on these, but I mean, you're here with us today, and I just have to shout out your first one. So.
Yeah, it's so incredible, honestly. I remember playing this game and coming home from school every day, being really excited to watch Hinduman and Adonis on the SPL cast, and like, I'm here, making the thing.
You
That's
did,
crazy.
Doing the work.
And of course, I have to ask, you think you're gonna get him to level 10 probably, or?
Oh, that's not it. It's not a question. Are you
She's
asking
taking the
me?
day off for it, obviously.
Are you asking me if I'm getting the new God Diamond? Of
I
course.
just, you know,
She'll make it
a
happen.
question. Oh yeah, I know. It'll be like what? I'll be 3 a.m. I'll see a Twitter post that was like day 1. So.
I was
You are a
complaining
monster with
that
It's
I don't
always
do
incredible to
damage,
me.
Yark, and then they
Yeah, so we also
nerfed
have
my
the mastery
roll
skins available,
again.
So, and you know, all the other
For
skins
some
that we'll be
reason.
releasing with it. So let's hop into that. We'll start off with Rising Dao Yu Huang, which is going to be the standard recolor released with it.
All right, this card art has a really cool story behind
No
it.
weapon eventually,
So,
we'll see.
once upon a
Who
time,
knows, maybe-
Yu
I
Huang
don't
had a
know.
daughter, and so this daughter wanted to go visit Earth, and so one day she did. She came down from the heavens and went to take a bath in a river.
The
But a
only
cowherd
silver
came
lining
along, and
for
this
my role
cowherd
this patch
fell
is that they
instantly
nerfed
in love with her.
other
So he
roles
took,
more than they
her
nerfed
magical
us.
robes that
That's
allowed
the
her to go
silver
back to
lining.
heaven, so she
They
could
nerfed
no
other
longer
roles
go
and
back to
items
heaven.
more than they nerfed the hunter
But one day,
role and items.
Yu Huang found out about this,
So,
and he was pretty mad about
That's a
it.
silver lining.
But, you know, his daughter was happy. His daughter was in love. They eventually got married, so he permitted it for the time. But one day, Yu Huang's daughter got curious, found the robe, went back to heaven, and as soon as she came back to heaven, Yu Huang created the Milky Way galaxy as a river in the sky. And that is the river that you're seeing here.
I have more time to use my
away
relics.
From her cowherd husband.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It is beautiful art.
Let's go.
Yeah, that is incredible. He does look pretty mad too.
And he looks like he's going to have a teal green type of, as opposed to his base clothing is very white and beige, but with jade accents. But this is actually, you know, the cloth is jade as well.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
recolor. And this will be the one that'll be purchasable through favor.
Yeah. So it'll come out. Oh, and that looks good.
He's kind of looking like Ao Kwang there. I kinda
Oh,
like
yes,
the-
it
the
does
little
remind me like
reference
Al
there,
Kwang. I like
yeah.
that. It's like a little nod to him. The darker twist. So he's got the reds and the blue greens in on the clothing. As you see the way the light hits it adds so much. You can see the details and all the patterning. Man, it really stands out.
It really does. One important thing to note, though, that I do want to
yes.
pull here is that the dragons in this skin and the upcoming Ascended skin that we're going to look at, they're also recolored.
Ooh, love it when
So
we do
nice
that.
little big bonus there for anyone who does get this skin and the Ascended skin. You're going to have some nice looking dragons as well.
Yeah, and
That's
we
great.
actually we have a Yu Huang voice line that we can hear with this. So let's go ahead and hear that.
Evil has taken hold of this land. It shall be rooted out and expelled by my hand.
The voice actor for this
Voice
Corey
actor's good.
Yates did such
Voice
an
actor's
amazing
good.
job.
Solid.
He's also in a bunch of other skins that we have in Smite, but this is his first time as a god, which is so incredible. One of the
Yeah.
most notable skins that he's done is Iroh Bacchus. So
Oh, wow.
Iroh, now the Jade Emperor as well.
That's
really
a skilled
big
voice actor right
big
there.
hitters, yeah, and it sounds incredible too. Like you definitely you hear the conviction and that calmness, that steadiness in the voice. So it's super impressive voice acting job and a super great skin. Yeah, let's check out. I mean, like you said, let's check out the Ascended Yu Huang.
I'm a big fan of this one. I love purple.
I agree.
So it looks really great on him. And we have the meditation pose, which I think is very fitting. We definitely wanted to get that into one of the card
Oh
arts.
yeah.
Yeah, this is from when he went to go do his trials in the cave, the 3,200 trials that
Yeah.
each took millions of years. Yeah, that's him doing
just
that
that, yeah.
right now.
That is so awesome. The lore, like that's another thing that I love. Every time we get to do one of these, you just learn
Those
the
colors.
lore.
so nice.
This one's my favorite.
He does
Yeah,
look
this
good.
might be the
so
winner.
nice.
Yeah.
The purples and the pinky tones there, and the blue with the black too. I mean,
And
that's all winners.
I love all those
Striking.
highlights. Like the clouds, how they stand out. They kind of like shine a little more. Absolutely glorious. Striking, I think, is the best way to say it. Whew. All right, so obviously we also have the mastery skins for Huang. So let's. That's so pretty.
And once again, this has another lore reference of him summoning the dragon from the river. So
Yeah.
again, the
yes,
dragon's
you see
coming
the
right on out of the
connection
river.
here.
Seven and
being
going
shown off on the
string.
card art.
Yeah.
Thank you,
The
visual.
story is hidden for you in so many different places if you know what to look for.
Literally everything we've seen has been like lore tidbit. So.
We really, he has a lot of text just
Yeah.
written about him. The lore is incredible. There's so much. Just the journey to the west alone is an extremely long
Dang.
tale where Jade Emperor is mentioned hundreds, thousands of times.
The gold skins have come a
As
long
well as
way,
tons
that's
of
for
other
sure.
folklore
You
stories
should have
and
seen how
even
they
ones
looked
that, blur
8
into
years ago,
actual
7 years
history,
ago. The gold skins were awful.
for the Jade Emperor. So we really tried to draw on as many of those as we could.
And it shows.
Yeah, the gold
I
skins look
think that it
sick.
shows all over the kit and the design.
The gold and blue. Oh, the
Jeez.
black.
Oh my
The
goodness.
black. That's
Legendary
always
is
so good to
the
look
best
at.
And
one
his
out
jade
of all.
remaining jade, because that just fits a
It's
lot better
so
than trying to get
stunning
gold or
with the
something.
contrast. So nice. I mean, you really can't replace the jade in
No.
Jade Emperor. So it's got to be there, but it
Yeah.
looks so nice.
I was about to say,
The,
yeah.
the jade, the smaller jade elements on his armor was also left away from the mastery recoloring, which I think was a wise choice.
And that's going to be me on
bold,
Tuesday.
yeah, there you are. That's,
True. Okay, I think it'll be like probably Wednesday at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, golden back
Yeah,
is like
probably. I don't think I'll be able to get it that fast. But,
You'll have it down one day. I think like 2
hopefully
or 3 more
classic
gods.
color
too.
combo.
whew,
Yeah.
what a patch show, huh?
What a
Man, that
patch
was
show.
big
Oh
one.
my gosh.